This is Valve Antitrust, Episode 2. A Valve game today is no longer simply a game. Steam is also a marketplace, a social platform, a distribution system, and an ecosystem of digital items that players may value at hundreds or even thousands of dollars. In Valve's own subscriber agreement, games, downloadable content, and virtual items are described as content and services, and access to them is framed as subscriptions. That legal distinction matters. Players may feel that they own their games and their items, but in practice, the system is controlled by Valve. If access is restricted, years of purchases, achievements, relationships, and digital history can effectively disappear. Valve may have legitimate reasons for protecting its service. Cheating, fraud, account theft, and market manipulation are real problems. But power of this scale must be accompanied by accountability. According to Valve's official support information, VAC bans are permanent, non-negotiable, and cannot be removed by Steam support. Valve also states that if a VAC ban was issued incorrectly, it will be removed automatically after investigation. But this creates an obvious question. What can an innocent player actually do while waiting, with no visibility into the process and no human explanation? That question is not abstract. In recent years, regulatory bodies and courts have examined Valve's market power. For example, in the United States, Wolfire Games filed antitrust claims alleging that Valve used Steam's dominance and platform rules to restrain competition. In the United Kingdom, a collective claim has been brought on behalf of up to 14 million consumers, alleging that Valve abused a dominant position and caused customers to pay excessive prices for PC games and additional content. These are allegations, not final findings of wrongdoing. But the existence of these cases shows something important. Questions about Valve's power are not limited to frustrated players. Developers, consumers, lawyers, and courts are examining how much control Steam exercises over the PC gaming economy. Valve has the right to defend itself, and it should be judged on evidence. Players deserve the same principle. My own concern became personal. When this system affected my wife and me, we looked for a clear explanation, a specific allegation, and a meaningful opportunity to present our side. What affected us most was not only the decision itself, but the feeling that there was nobody to speak with, nobody required to examine the full context and explain how the conclusion had been reached. I'm not asking anyone to accept our story without evidence. In this series, I will present the dates, messages, screenshots, and support responses that can be documented, while protecting personal information and clearly separating facts from assumptions. And I invite Valve to respond. If I make a factual mistake, I will correct it publicly. Accountability must work in both directions. This is not a campaign against fighting cheaters. Cheaters should be detected, removed, and prevented from destroying the experience of honest players. But enforcement must include transparency, human review, and a genuine process for correcting mistakes. When one company controls the platform, the marketplace, the digital items, and the disciplinary system, trust us is not enough. Trust must be earned through evidence, through fairness, and through accountability.